انتوا بتسمعونا على STR The Sandy Times Radio. ثقافة، ميوزك وأكثر.
Hey there everyone, welcome to the Sandy Times Radio. My name is Barbara and this is our brand new project Dubai Insiders. This is the space where we invite people from different communities living in Dubai, DJs and entrepreneurs, sportsmen and influencers, artists and just our friends to show us new different Dubai. And today we have a double enjoyment just because we have two podcast guests who are also best friends. Ali Chaban, Lebanese artist and creative director of Yukon Agency, and Lana Qatramiz, a stylist, a creative consultant, and also the founder of Last Club. Okay, let's start from the beginning. And before we dive into the 10 questions connected to Dubai, tell me briefly how long are you living here?
You live more than me, right? Wallah.
Yeah, I've been in Dubai for 11 plus years now. I came here in 2014.
No way.
Yes.
You were.
So this is the country that I've stayed in the most in my entire lifetime.
You're a visionary, huh?
The first question is connected to areas. There are different, like DIFC where people are rushing and Jumeirah where people are chilling. So which one is your favorite and why?
I think I like more Jumeirah, like the chill side, and this is like the road where all the restaurants and cafes are. So I love spending my time there and discovering all the new spots that open.
For me, I think it's Quoz art. Then where I produce most of my work, and then I think it's Quoz because Alserkal, everything. Usually, when it comes to like discovering new places, when it comes to food, I follow Lana's advice when it comes to this. But for me, I think I just like to disconnect, and people don't really get.
This is where the art galleries are, 100%. And everything, yeah.
And I just love. And I go alone. So I love going alone to art galleries.
Quoz is also very nice. And now they're opening a lot of
even the new place you took me to is really nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, she's the one who took me to a new place in Quoz.
Which one?
A while back, inshallah.
Okay, I can't remember.
And on the flip side, is there any area where you do not go or probably you can't imagine living?
Honestly, unfortunately, because they're opening amazing stuff there and they are doing on purpose to having also like a lot of events there. I go only when I really have like an event or something, or else it really feels like you're crossing borders and going to another part of the world. If you're telling me going to Palm,
it's like me going to Abu Dhabi. It's the same.
Yeah, true. Or Jebel Ali.
Oh my God, please.
But Jebel Ali is like Abu Dhabi borders.
Everyone says when moving to Dubai that it takes time to adapt to the city. Some people say 6 months, some people say 1 year. Was it hard for you at the beginning and how did it feel? When did you realize that Dubai is actually the place where you want to stay?
Honestly, I do believe that it depends on everyone's personality and how you are socially. Like, they define people like some people are a bit more socially intelligent than others. So it just means that your shell is harder than others when it comes to confrontation and like social battery and so on. But for me, be able to fully adapt, it took me like a year, I can say. But I wasn't like desperate or in depression, but it just was hard to know where I belong and what are my people that I want to be close to in Dubai.
And to me, feeding off emotional intelligence. I think my first year, I was so afraid. I wanted to go out every day. I felt like I wanted to be part of something because I just moved. It was a transitional period. I wasn't doing well mentally and everything like that. So I wanted it. And then I felt like I got adjusted is when my phases where I become cocooned at home and I'm okay to stay at home for like...
But when I met you, I really felt that you've been in Dubai for ages from how much everyone know you.
Yeah.
So I think it helps you, the fact that you were going out a lot.
And now the fact is I can stay at home for a good chunk. Yeah. But then again, it's just what you create your space, whether it's a 1 meter by 1 meter or 10 meter by 10 meter.
This is what I don't like people abroad judging Dubai, by the way. I really hate it because they always say but they're all into showing off like money, brands and so on, or they're all like superficial. I do not agree with that.
Me neither.
And like the one I have to convince, for example, is my brother that he's still in Paris. Like he tells me like this and that, and I told him like actually no. Like Dubai is a place where you can find anyone. You can find the conservative one. You can find the very open-minded one. 100%. You can find the one that really just to lash their money on restaurants and outings.
100%.
And this is what the same they say, oh no, you cannot save money in Dubai. I do not agree with
Yeah,
this.
then me neither.
Honestly,
You're absolutely
you
right.
cannot save money if you are really trying
To be
desperately
no, you know what, you cannot save
belonging
money
to
if you-
every kind of like luxury outing
I
and so
love
on.
you. You cannot save money if you're trying to be everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot be everything.
Honestly, no. I really feel I can save money wherever you are. Just
You're-
be clever about your
La-
spendings and where you're
100%.
renting your
No,
space.
you're absolutely right. I'm
Yes.
going through it right now.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm still living in a 4-bedroom apartment, so I want to move to a smaller one because I genuinely like my space. When it comes to finance and this, I'm very happy where I am in Haida. But I feel like you grow older, you become a bit more conscious and aware of finances and all that. And it's really nice. So yeah, I took the executive decision now to move to a smaller house. And I feel it's something I want to do now. I genuinely had an empty house, all furnished, for no reason. So I get you. And I was trying to be something, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was trying to do. I love that I have a ritual. I used to like doing tomatinis and escargot and LPM in the IFC. But that's the only time you'll ever see me in the IFC.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can pick and
You can
choose.
choose, 100%.
But all within what
This is
you
just,
can
I'm going on your head. Yeah, there are, you can.
afford, basically.
100%.
Like, I used to do something a while back when I used to not be invited for free for restaurants. Now I don't have this problem anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God for influencing. Honestly, it helps.
Knock on wood.
But the thing, like when I felt pressure to go out to restaurants, like, some people, again, they want to spend more money on like fancy dining. I don't limit myself. I go out with them. But, I found this trick that you can order appetizers and be full.
Yeah.
And you can save so much when you don't order a main course. Like,
Can I
for
tell you
example, when I
something?
used to go to LPM,
LPM,
I
they
used to
tell you
order only
with
appetizers,
but that's
and
the whole
I
point.
used to be like so full and
That's
so
the point.
satisfied, and I paid the least on the
you know
bill.
what's funny? You know what's funny?
And because I don't drink also, so
Oh no, I'm a drinker.
My grandmother used to say you need to eat before you go to the restaurant, otherwise you're not the saver. And like,
Oh my god, I love
I do spend, but funny enough, I'm not the one who eats. I'm not an eater.
yeah, true.
I'm not an eater.
My friends always have like a misconception on me, like they think that
She's so classy.
I know you guys think that I want to eat always like a lot, and it's not true. Of course I love food and I love
She
eating,
loves food.
but I hate wasting any bit of food.
But that
So
becomes
I really force myself to finish off.
But that's the
food.
upbringing. That's the upbringing of Islam, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's not only Islam. For me, I feel like when you look nowadays what's happening in the world, how can I
Yeah,
even
100%.
leave like one piece on my plate? That's why I'm so conscious on the amount of food that I order. I really hate, honestly, people even now, after everything that they're witnessing finally on social media, and still order more than they can
chew.
yeah, honestly, or just like take away, give it to someone. Like, I hate
100%,
wasting.
100%.
Yeah.
By the way, but there's a thing is, so I have this sauce that it takes me 2 hours to cook. Lana likes it a lot, so it's a pasta sauce, and I've seen Lana eat the plate, and I'm so happy for her. But then when she decided to be on meal plans, now we're not friends anymore. I can't cook for her.
Yeah.
it was the smoothest transaction to the food part, like which we couldn't even expect. My next question
Spots?
is about
I
the
have my
favorite food spots in Dubai.
I have
Three
one.
fills, to be honest. The OG, always forever.
I swear to God, me and you are the same. So I was gonna say.
Salmon nigiris are just the best.
And they're just
there.
fresh. There's nothing. By the way, I don't understand when someone like tells me they don't like trifles. I'm like, there's nothing, no additional. You know what? I think what trifles understood the theory of less is more. They don't overcomplicate things, and it's just they don't even give you soy sauce. It's just this. So Anna to me was always quinoa number one, and still is. I haven't been in a while.
Never tried
Duck
quinoa.
ramen is something out of the ordinary there. And there's the one who created the best karage. To me, there's a hidden burger joint that I love. It's called Lento.
I love lento. I know it. I love lento.
Unbelievable. And three fills or slurp. They're both the same one.
Exactly. I was gonna say everything that Three Fills people open. Slurp is just in the mall. That's the
That's why
only
I don't think I like
inconvenience.
I've been to Zood
But I'm
twice.
sure they're gonna open it somewhere else
I know what
as well.
one thing I like about Three Fills is it's an emotional value to me. Whenever I was feeling down, and I go by the sea.
Yeah.
So having a good meal by the sea.
Yeah,
or looking,
it's like you're disconnecting a
yeah,
bit
I'm
from the
disconnected
city.
from
True.
the city.
True.
That was it.
No, but I mean, there's just too many good places in terms of
I must
food.
say,
I'm not gonna lie.
There's two places, but you really need to pay to be in them. It's Tristan Studio, which is you're gonna have the full luxury of. It's a two Michelin star restaurant. The full luxury of it is 2,000 dirhams. to have with called with alcohol synergy. So they and هيدا and also moonrise. So moonrise, your phenomenal food. You've tried it, right?
No, by the way,
We have
still
to.
not.
We have to go.
I know,
maybe.
I really have
miss
to try
it.
it.
I really miss it. So moonrise, also, it's your starting price is 900. It's an experience. So people
Yeah,
also
exactly.
have to
It's an
differentiate
experience, yeah.
this experience from a spot.
Coming from the Levant, like being Syrian, for me, the art of our food and mezas and how
But
they
you know
use
why,
vegetables,
It's
we
phenomenal.
are insane.
But you know why
But
you know why I like Levantine food so much, right? Levantine food has no social standards. You know that.
What do you mean, no social
So if
standard?
you're poor or rich,
yeah,
we all
that's
have the same food
true.
techniques. Unless like you're in Saudi,
You can eat tabbouleh.
100%. But if you're like in
For
Saudi,
$50 or for $5.
if you're in Saudi, you can eat normal food or you can have a walima of camel meat. Hey, this is because there's a better social standards. In
Yeah, but
Lebanese,
so that's the thing. The
in
French,
Leban- in
if you have
the
to have money to eat a good piece of steak because it revolves a lot about the
I'm
meats,
telling you, that's
right?
what I like about Levantine food, specifically
yeah.
Syrian and Lebanese. I'm actually being more specific there, but we call them the grades of the knee.
Yeah, that's so true.
So
That's so true.
burghul is a big part of our
Although, there's a lot of contradiction because, dishes like mjaddara was like dishes that were made for the poor. And now they are the one that people do the most fusion in. And
Fusion
they are
100%.
a lot of people's favorite meal, like
مدردرة
mjaddara. But they are like dishes
Top,
for
do you
the
know what's
poor.
my favorite top one dish ever?
Which one?
برغل بندورة.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
It's like bulgur and tomato.
Tomato. It's my favorite. It's my favorite dish ever. Literally.
So good with yogurt on the side, yum.
You know I don't like yogurt with my food.
I hate you for that.
But wait.
Yogurt is my
But
life.
can I
I'm
tell
a
you that?
Lebanese
Can I? I am a Lebanese. No, I'm a Lebanese person. I just hate
How
yogurt.
can you be
But
a Lebanese?
Can I tell you
a
something
Lebanese
really
boy
weird?
and not
Can I tell you something
yogurt?
weird? I love kebab Lebanese.
Okay,
I can eat that one with rice.
If you're
but
a
I cannot
Lebanese
have that.
boy, you should like everything with yogurt.
No, I can't.
Okay, the specific food sport, the one that would work for the romantic date.
Funny enough,
Tell me.
Refills is such a good date spot, like a casual date spot, because for me, I don't like fine dining date outing.
You know what's weird about me?
Like, I feel the first date should never be in a fine dining place, and Refills is like the perfect balance of this.
This is how contradictory I am. My place is LPM for our first date.
LPM for our first date.
See how contradictory? No, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, although you're not like
That see per se, 100%. Imagine.
So weird. Maybe
Imagine.
just like the food there.
I love their
It's like
food.
comfort.
But they are. So it is.
Can you tell me more specifics of the dating life in Dubai?
Listen, I feel bad for the generation. I have to be honest. For a person that's been in situationships, and I haven't been on dates since I moved here. Like I find myself, I was on a date that I didn't know I was on a date with. Lana have seen my history. I'm gonna say the joke again, which is I'm in a long distance relationship.
With who?
She's in the future.
Honestly, makes sense.
Babe,
Makes sense.
so listen, I really feel haram. The city is too fast-paced. Number one, emotional intelligence is not that great here at all because everyone, and I think that's why I love my friends and my group. We don't go out with an agenda. Guys here go out. Again, I don't want to generalize. I don't want to be like the Haida, but they go out to find validation, and it sucks. And vice versa, girls also want to go there to find validation, which also sucks, and it becomes a toxic environment for themselves.
But but the thing is that it's hard. Like I'm against it also, and I hate it. But at the same time, I feel an empathy towards it.
I'm
Because
telling you.
honestly, if you're living alone in this country and you don't have like family, how can you
Validate
ever
yourself. Validate
validate or
yourself.
even find an opportunity to meet someone new if it's not in these places? Right?
Right? So when I tell you something,
It's
it
sad.
sucks.
It's
You
a
know what I
sad
tell you?
thing.
And I'm talking me as a contradictory. So I tell you the very concept of madness is trying the same thing, expecting different results.
True.
People are going to the same places,
Yeah.
seeing the same faces, and expecting different
And most of
outcomes.
them, they don't want to meet their future husband or wife in these places. Like how contradictory.
You're 100% right, but you know what's weird? Like, but then again, me and you come up from a different. When I moved here, and specifically with my age, I feel it weird saying I'm going out on a date, Aslan, to begin with.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm seeing someone. I'd say I'm seeing someone. I don't know where it is. I don't understand the idea of date. Our idea of a date is she's actually my girlfriend and we're having a date night. You get me?
Yeah.
That's what a date is to me. But to go out and see a person and see how it's gonna go, I feel like it really is like a checklist of validations. And like, okay, what am I gonna do on the first night? What am I supposed to talk about? Am I supposed to stay mysterious? And I feel like I'm depleted from this, and I'm very
especially
tired.
in Dubai, like the problem that people when they come here, it's like suddenly their standards change.
Yeah, 100%.
Suddenly they think that they are like queens
Yeah,
and
you're
kings.
100% right.
Again, I'm not saying that you should like underestimate yourself, but the thing is that who are you
Stay
now?
underground.
Stop judging people where they come from or where they invite you or how much they make money. Like we all come in Dubai to make our living, honestly, or to avoid some taxes
But
from another country.
You know what? I
But
mean,
I'm gonna say like one last thing is that if here in Dubai you wanna meet people, don't try to go out like in this like bar or club scene, but try to be involved in more activities because honestly, think about it. Where can you meet someone new?
can I be honest about something?
What?
Again, getting the perfect person. Remember, we had this conversation. There's no perfect person. There's
Another
two things I want to say.
topic, of
Yeah, but it's an anomaly in Dubai. But there's a thing that why I love Lana. So Lana's my first Syrian friend because of our political upbringing that I had to unlearn as a kid. I literally had this argument with my mom when I'm like, I wanted to unlearn every biased opinion I had to learn as a kid because I was raised in Kuwait.
I am offended.
How are you offended? You might.
Okay, I'm joking.
You're the transition. Anyways, meeting Lana, I felt so stupid for the longest period of time because, again, as a clash, me and any Syrian never happened.
This is true. This is actually a point that people, I think, they don't count it as a blessing, like living in Dubai. I was living also in France, and I'm an Arab, so I don't have this kind of thinking, but all the French people... and the ones
Algerians,
that,
Algerians and
No. I mean, all the people, the French ones, they all had like misconception of Arabs in general. They have like a bad idea of certain things and certain stereotypes again. But the only people that change their mind are the ones that either visit an Arabic country a lot
Yeah,
of the
100%.
time, or come and live in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like the difference of mentality for the French ones, for example, that live in Dubai versus the one that still live in France
You're 100%
is
right.
insane.
It's hierarchical. They look down, which is really wrong.
They love it and they want to belong to the culture. They want to learn more and they respect their religion.
Europeans
and everything.
in general have this, and haram, it's nothing to do with, it has to do with geography because when we study anthropology, we say geography governs the mass. So anyways, European upbringing, you're talking about the Henrys or the Marks, I'm talking about all the kings, are elitists. So their upbringing is hierarchical. The way they look down on people. Even in London, the chain is called the Great Chain of Being, where it's king there and a farmer down here, and it's always going to stay that way. And you can never change your life. You're born a farmer, you stay as a farmer. You get me?
Yeah. But
So what
this
I'm saying
is
is
everywhere, even in Syria, like the way that the people from Damascus look to the people that comes from
you see,
villages.
look at the Syrian, even Syrians within Syrians, even Lebanese within Lebanese. We have this dichotomy that is.
Yeah.
Another part of Dubai which is big is music, where DJ sets are happening literally every day. And the question is, do you feel that any music format is missing here?
Oh yeah, big time.
Which one?
Big time.
Which one?
It's not about big format. It's like stop sticking to one playlist. Honestly, like this is, I feel, the biggest problem that I face like towards music
You
because I'm
understand.
someone who's not going for just going out. Like I love listening
Listen
to music,
music,
and I love
100%.
discovering music, you know. And I feel that people here, they just stick. I really want to know what's the purpose of
So-
sticking to one thing,
So-
because honestly, it makes people like not wanting to go to a place
100%,
again.
100%. So I don't know why we say Thursdays. I have this small. It's not a brand, but it's becoming one. It's called All My Friends Are DJs. So I've hosted with Chloe before, and then so there's something we go to now. It's called Party and Bullshit. It's in Reunion on Thursdays. That's why I'm like very vocal, and I'm a very hip hop fanatic. Hala, for a longest period of time, I feel like Dubai from 2022 to early 2024 was so electric that I could not enjoy music at all. That's why I was always that nice guy. Remember, I just wanted hip hop.
Yeah.
Everything was electric, EDM. When I started going to Reunion, my friends would allow me to play 1 or 2, 3 new songs, but then they have to quickly switch back to the old songs. I learned back in the day from Miss Lily's that I want to Shazam when I go to a place.
Exactly.
Like back in the day, Miss Lily's was so.
I loved
Miss Lily's adamant of playing new songs that you need to Shazam. And that's what I wanted to bring back. So I'm having this thing with the Reunion team, which is I want an hour of like, you know how me and you wanted Cops and Robbers for Skepta,
Yeah,
and no one knows it. He's like, okay, but no one knows that. But like, but they might like it.
Yeah.
And they're afraid to play it.
But I think, by the way, if you see this like little point, it goes to so many things that people suffer from here, like being afraid of the risk.
The
Like
risk
being
in 3
afraid of
minutes.
the risk in everything, the way what we
You're
wanna show
absolutely
on,
right. It's perhaps
yeah.
something bigger. Everyone is afraid of.
Because everything is how much money you need to make in order to sustain a place or a brand or anything
You're
like that.
100%.
Because every big brands or like big house come from, and here we're just the people at the end of the line that are afraid of what will the mother house think about us.
Let's jump to another sphere. I am amazed how we connect different things to each other. In this fashion, I know, Lana, that it's part of your job, so I think we can connect these several questions. What is the outfit that you think would work to any occasion in Dubai?
Honestly, any oversized jackets with either a nice pair of boots and something like a skirt or something that would show the boots, basically. And denim and nice shoes, I feel would always work.
Again, I always like quote Lana. There's a cowboy era that Lana never left. Cowboys are dead. Lana's still cowgirl. Anyway, so and I'm called Baba Ali between the friends. So I'm Cow Baba now. So that's my Oxford shoes. Denim.
You're also always in denim, yeah.
Denim, white tee, or a shirt. And I found out I'm a maximalist from Lana today. So I think I'm more into the accessories than the outfit per se.
Yeah.
Again, I always tell people, go for a good denim. You know, like, don't be cheap with that. I'm being really honest. The GW Anderson cut is phenomenal for a certain kind of things. LV before Pharrell took over after Haida. So this is how I got to introduce to Kid Super. And he's the one who put Basbous Ashe Bisse on the LV. Yes, with Rosalia. My best advice is any denim by Kid Super does a great job.
Yeah. No, honestly, I can tell like the thickness of a denim from far away, like literally. For me, avoid stretchy denim.
I
at all
hate
costs.
stretchy denim, by the way.
And the thicker the denim is, the nicer it sits on a body. I'm not gonna lie.
The color as well.
Yeah.
I
And
don't-
jackets, honestly, jackets for me, I feel is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a smart, lazy person. That's how people called me throughout all my life.
So by the way, so suit jackets or suit blazers are made for Lana. Literally, I'm being honest. Lana pulls it off, and I think
But it
if
just
we
comes
do
from me being lazy.
if we do a research, the first girl that wore a Yankee hat with a suit blazer is not whoever was, not Anna Winston. No, it was Lana. But
I
people
think it was Hailey Bieber.
but people like Europeans and Americans more than Arabs. So
Maybe.
they're always going to
I
give it
swear
to them.
we're so under,
We're so under. So anyways, I think Lana was the first one to wear a Yankee hat with a suit blazer.
I feel that what made more like my identity in a way, just being like this lazy girl who doesn't really want to put so much effort into wearing something, and I discovered that there are some stuff that draw attention more to a style, which are more like statement jackets, statement shoes. Like these two are honestly way better than having a nice purse. Like I love bags and everything, but I'm not someone who believes in wearing an insane bag. I'm more into like wearing an insane jacket or an insane pair of shoes.
You're absolutely
Or
right.
also like a good pair of pants.
I do not wear fast fashion. I'm against fast fashion. I took this decision in 2018. Now my closet are all.
No,
and-
me too. It's the best decision
By
I've
the way,
ever took
by the
in
way,
my
all my
life.
closet now is same in pieces. Anything you find,
Yeah, you
know
have
that.
less pieces because honestly, people underestimate how less like you need. The less you have, the more you have. Like I don't know how to explain it, and
You're absolutely- less is more, less is more, yeah.
I try to shift like my friends also to get away from fast fashion, for ethical reasons more than anything
Me
else.
too, by the way. Me too.
But the thing is that I understand the environment, the access, the knowledge that everyone has. It's really hard to shift people out
But
of
do
this.
you know, Anna,
It's really hard to explain this because, again, for them, they're thinking affordable,
100%,
and knowledge
I get it.
about what is available that is in between the affordable and a bit more luxury.
But then what's wrong with thrift shops and what's wrong with pre-owned? I buy pre-owned.
Awareness and education.
The thing is, fashion is also an easy dopamine. And for me, like when I'm going out to buy something, when I have a bad day, I can buy a new
Oh, no.
t-shirt. Even if it's online, the thing is with overconsumption. I understand what you're talking about. Every time I try to stick to this formula where I'm not overbuying, and then the bad day comes and I'm like, okay, I need to treat myself with a new t-shirt, and then it's like a circle, you know?
I've seen a post, like a study today, about women and shopping. Apparently, there is like a phase in our like hormonal phase.
Dopamine. You get
that
dopamine
is
from it.
before something I don't remember. That there is a surge in the feeling of shopping.
Retail therapy.
It's crazy, but I was a shopaholic, guys. Like I'm
Okay.
not kidding. I was a real shopaholic. I used to go to the mall. I don't know how many times per week, by the way,
love
and I
that.
used to shop all the time because I used to shop fast fashion, right?
Yeah.
And since I've stopped like fast fashion, I cannot even stand going to the mall and
100%,
going
that's
to
the
shops
day.
again.
I do go to malls, but very specific. Like I know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
yeah, same.
I know where I'm going. I know what shoes I'm getting. I know how that's the sizes I'm getting, and that's it.
Yeah, but honestly, the revelation that it takes for this is, first of all, when you live in like a one bedroom or a studio, you always feel that you have a lot.
100%.
And how can you remember every piece you have?
100%.
So here comes the thing of like, no, like buy some good basic stuff, good statement things that you can always shift around during a week. And honestly, every time I declutter, I feel that I need to declutter more and more. Like
absolutely.
my dream right now is, I God forbid, but it's like steadily to get robbed of all my clothing and to really have like be forced to have the bare minimum, because it's really hard to give away everything.
Let's move to the art part.
Oh Jesus.
You're both artists, and do you feel that Dubai gives enough inspiration for your creativity? And where do you usually find it?
Unpopular opinion. Sharjah for me. Every time I want to get inspired, I go to Sharjah Foundation. I stay there for a whole day. Then I go to the Attarin. I'm an Islamic artist to begin with, so I find my inspiration through a little more cultured and background. And I go to the libraries a lot. Yeah, and that's not something known about me. So Dubai gives me the creativity. By the way, actually saying that artwork I'm working, which is the book, is actually inspired by the fast life of our daily lives, the WhatsApps. And so my new work is focused on meme culture and like the emotional turmoil of WhatsApp, basically, or DMs and conversations like that. You can say Dubai did actually inspire me for my head. But again, every byproduct of a product becomes a proxy of something. So I don't know if I did it in the correct manner. If the end justifies all mean, we're good. You?
Honestly, me, it's a bit different. Like, I do find inspiration in going to museums, and but for me, most importantly, it's like traveling. Traveling is my main source of inspiration.
Yeah.
Not that Dubai is not inspiring, but it is a new country. It is still like very polished, so we like a bit of this like raw or like imperfect perfections. So I really find it when I travel to any country.
You know what's
anyway.
weird? Do you know I don't get inspired by traveling? I do go to museums. And why I like Paris a lot is because I used to go to the Cartier Foundation and then the LV Foundation. And then I think that's where my interest in fashion came from, my background of art, if you know what I mean. Because these two actually like popularized art as well and gave something to art back. And that's what I like about brands that give back to art, where they inside like, but she said something, and you know, like in Paris, you cannot build a new house. You have to always work on the same. You know that, huh?
In Paris,
Yeah. So if I want to say what inspires me is anything that is UNESCO preserved. That's very inspiring for me. So Milan, by the way, I'm going to contradict myself. Milan and Florence were so inspiring for me. Caravaggio is my favorite artist. So understanding, what was it? Chiaroscuro. I don't know if I'm saying it correct, which is he created the spotlight effect in his art.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his art is dark.
Wait, what was the name?
Derek Thomas.
No, the name of the effect. Because I've done a shoot for the creative direction. My concept was this kind of lighting from this artist. It was for
Caravaggio,
a shoot with,
Anatomy,
with Marie Claire.
Chiaroscuro. I was right. Yeah, by Caravaggio.
Now it's, yes, exactly. I feel they are artists, but especially a long time ago, and that used to fit. Like it was not about like commercial and like mass production, because if you think about it, mass production is even in architecture and building, developers, buildings and so on.
You're not going
and,
so far away from pop
it's
art.
like
It's
just
pop
putting
art.
humans into boxes, basically. When I went to Barcelona now, like recently, and I went to visit, like, when you visit things at an adult age, it's different when you visit with your parents. And I went and I saw all the Gaudi monuments, like, or
Where?
or
Where?
in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
In Gaudi, anything that Gaudi. Also, his teacher was actually Louis Monacher.
Luis Barragan.
Monacher. I don't know if I'm pronouncing right. He's actually his teacher, and if you see the work of Louis, it's literally defines the work of Gaudi after. And I was like in awe of the work. It's insane. Like it's purely art.
No,
It
you know
was.
what's weird? That what you're talking about Gaudi. When it comes to architecture, I love it so much, but I like something called brutalism in architecture. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So you have two people that I love. Ando, you know Tadao Ando, right? He created the Church of Light, which is the
Yeah.
cross that means from the sun, it kicks in, it creates the cross inside the church. So he created that technique of the 4 dots in the concrete. He's known for it. But then the love of my life was Luis Barragan, the Mexican color blockist. Horse on a pink wall. And Paul Smith in California was inspired by Luis Barragan. So he's a color blockist. And to me, one of my favorite is Jean Nouvel. He did the Arabic Institute in Paris. He used the
yeah,
metal
that's so nice.
to create the geometric sacred geometry of Haida. So these three are to me. But again, look at them. They're so brutalist. They're more material based
Yeah.
than design based. So that's why I like brutalism a lot.
But like nowadays, not that it's not nice, but all this like modern way of building and even with the art.
Do you
and
know all fast food restaurants look exactly the same? Great building, logo. And to a point that one of McDonald's in New York had to reshape their McDonald's to a 60s so people can enjoy it again as a diner. You get it?
Yeah.
Hatta now, even fast food restaurants do not care about these things. I remember back in the day, McDonald's used to have a jungle bar for kids,
Yeah.
let alone how much bacteria is happening there. But anyways, but at least it had the essence, you know, as a
Yeah,
kid.
for me now, I'm drawn like literally the older a restaurant looks,
I love
the more
that's why I
love
like
it.
that's why I like restaurants in Lebanon.
Yeah, even in Paris, there's
Oh, of course,
insane
of course.
Like, cafes and restaurants, and like honestly, even here when they try to do something that looks like it's old, I still like it.
But
It
that's
still gives
have
me,
you
like,
been to
a
Sharjah
cozy
Foundation?
feeling. Yes.
There's a place called Fen. Oh my god, the food there is phenomenal. And it's right, and it's like super French and but it's right in an old white stone. Not recreated, it's preserved. So I like, that's why I go. I'm telling you, I love Sharjah Foundation. It's just that it's a breath of fresh air for me all the time.
And the last question that we have, imagine that you would win $1 million if you correctly guess what is the most common issue which people bring to their psychologists.
Ghosting.
Anxiety.
Okay, we are done.
But you know why I was saying ghosting? Do you know they tell you that pain of ghosting is worse than a heartbreak?
Oh, ghosting is horrible.
Because you have no
I've
answers.
been ghosted,
Yeah,
like, to be honest.
Like, I've been ghosted.
Yeah. But, and it's really
You're like,
weird.
what the hell happened?
It's a weird feeling.
yeah.
And it's so aching.
Yeah, I mean, like, and by the way, you know, when you know why I get stuck with it?
unfinished.
100%. Why do you leave me with that question? What happened, and why can
And
we not
why does it take so much to say the truth?
choose?
basically?
And like, even I got ghosted in the weirdest way possible.
Honestly,
Yeah.
what I always try to say to people around me, now even if someone ghosts me, I would not feel the same ache because I truly understand that it just comes from cowardness and nothing but cowardness. And I always
You're
tell people
absolutely
that
right.
it's not about you, it's about them.